Hey, you look worried. What's wrong?
I don't know if you feel this, but there is a tornado coming. There have been some flashes of lightning so bright, but more fierce than just any other light. I have been hearing sounds of the thunder the entire night through to daylight. This cloud seems to be fierce enough to breed into a storm so destructive. Curiously, it stands before me, like rage staring into my eyes, making me tremble to my knees, face to face, ready to sweep me away. And this is how the tornado began.
Myself in all the confusion, I let my guard down when only I could take control. Ignored the warnings and opened doors to things that I was set free from. I gave them power, and now at this hour I long to be saved from the tornado.
One by one, everything around began to rise, being drawn to the sake of the rotating wind, which seemed like forces of rage, one touching the earth and another end the sky. Swept everything it came across like a sad goodbye. And now I'm caught up in distraction. I'm wrecked by the very things I embraced. Justifyingly in my own eyes, I took a rest from the truth. As I lost my belief in wanting relief outside the race, far from the maker's face, I was swept. That I may do whatsoever I desire without any grief. That I may sin without feeling like I owe an explanation to someone who sees even the unseen. I created this dark cloud over me by forsaking the truth that kept me. I created the wind of confusion in pursuit of wanting more. This tornado stands as my own creation. Not that I'm the maker of the wind or the bearer of the clouds above, but simply that this sorrow I carry, this pain I cannot escape, and these scars I have are a story born out of my selfish passions.
You know the confusion, I let my guard down when only I could take control. Ignored the warnings and opened doors to things that I was set free from. I gave them power, and now at this hour I long to be saved from the tornado.
This tornado is a symbol of the chaos going on within me. For the answers I cannot find to the pain I do not deserve. For the kindness that was never returned. For the prayer that seemed to receive no answer. For the very night I felt in my room there was no other except me alone and terrified. For all the good things I lost, and for the pieces of the puzzle I could not put together. All of this formed this dark cloud from which the tornado blade. Cut with a sharp blade I stood in array, seeing every life I lived aligned in order of disobedience as I strayed away. Recklessly anxious to find some good which seemed so far away, I truly hoped from within in every way. How desperate I became wanting to find myself. Even in all that I could say, that I forgot to first find He that overcame on the cross. I tried to fight the tornado with my hands, but they slipped through and I could not get a grip. Victory came with Christ, who only spoke and the tornado was lost. The clouds from which it blade ceased to exist in a blink of an eye, like it was never there. And the feeling of being alone got swallowed by His presence, and I was there, watching how He divided my losses and my pain, like He divided the Red Sea to create a way for peace, to make an entrance to my life. The tornado that was almost sweeping me away danced its way to void, and peace came by the command of His voice. There was great calmness in all the earth. The wind became still and mountains shook by His breath, and every leaf that hung on a tree appeared as if it's on pause. No sound was heard except the footsteps of peace. That over the moment of my life I began to float. I slept over His shoulder while everything seemed to flood. I felt like I'm in Noah's Ark, the safest place to never drown. God made me realize that He has never left me alone, and to me this is a crown. This tornado I've battled for so long is long gone, rescued by the King who has brought me home.
Never leave me, God. And the river of peace that flows in my mind, it floods my life, restoring beauty, reviving glory. You are my rest, and I've seen and tasted that your goodness will keep me safe from the tornado. From the tornado.
I'm not scared of the tornado anymore.